Soar over the Himalayas, and you'll share the sky with a creature that wears a war mask given by nature itself, the Himalayan Griffon Vulture. With a wingspan that could rival small aircraft and eyes designed to intimidate, this bird is ruling the skies. But hold on, this Sky King has secrets that are as unsettling as they are fascinating. From dining preferences that would make your skin crawl, to nesting habits that defy accessibility, the Himalayan Griffon Vulture is a bundle of paradoxes. Stick around as we delve into the untold story of this awe-inspiring bird. Well, originating from the lofty heights of the Himalayas and the expansive Tibetan Plateau, this vulture has carved out its niche in places where few dare to venture. The Himalayas aren't just a name on a map for this bird. They're a sanctuary, a fortress of solitude where it can live and thrive. But don't be fooled into thinking that the Himalayan Griffon Vulture is just a local wanderer. This bird has international tastes. Its habitat stretches well beyond the Himalayan frontiers, spilling over into nations like Kazakhstan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bhutan, and even some corners of China. Although each area offers its own unique quirks, one thing remains consistent. These regions act as ideal stages for the vulture to flex its survival prowess. You might be asking, does this high-flying scavenger ever descend from its lofty haunts? The short answer is yes. It's been occasionally sighted in countries like Thailand, Singapore, Burma, and Cambodia. And when you see it, you will be intrigued. This bird is a marvel of nature, a true titan among the old-world vultures, with a length that varies from 40.6 to 45.3 inches and a wingspan stretching between 29.7 to 31.7 inches. It's no wonder this bird commands the skies. When it comes to appearance, the adult Himalayan Griffon Vulture sports a yellowish head, a stark contrast to the whitish hue seen in their younger counterparts. But it's not just the color that grabs your attention, it's the texture of their feathers, coarse and spiky, almost as if each feather is a mini armor plate. These features serve a purpose in the harsh environments where the vulture thrives. When you get into some of its unique traits, they will fascinate you. First up, the fake eyes. This vulture has feathers that create the illusion of eyes, designed to look aggressive and intimidating. They're a natural defense mechanism, a way to ward off potential predators who might think twice before messing with such a formidable creature. Then you have probably seen the war mask. The feathers and the neck of the Himalayan Griffon Vulture come together to create an illusion, a mask that adds to its fearsome persona. This war mask serves a dual purpose. On one hand, it adds to the bird's intimidating presence, making it a force to be reckoned with. On the other hand, it's a fascinating example of how nature equips its creatures with the tools they need to survive and thrive. When it comes to its behavior, guess what? It has a refined appetite for deceased animals, and it's particularly fond of yaks. This vulture is a pro at sniffing out its next dinner. It's as if the bird has built-in GPS for tracking down decaying flesh, making it a natural caretaker of the environment. But wait, there's more that adds to its mystique. The Himalayan Griffon Vulture isn't content with just feasting on animal remains. It also dines on human bodies found in sacred burial sites. Now, you might think that being such a dominant bird, it would have no natural enemies. Well, think again. While it may be dominant among other vultures, it knows when to steer clear of certain predators. Snow leopards and gray wolves are on that list. Even a bird as formidable as the Himalayan Griffon Vulture understands the pecking order in the animal kingdom. And when it comes to social behavior, this vulture isn't a loner. It's quite sociable and often nests in groups on cliffs. These nesting sites are like small communities where multiple vultures come together, perhaps sharing information or simply enjoying the safety of numbers. Now, let's turn the page to its breeding habits. Well, when it comes to choosing the perfect time to start a family, this bird has a clear preference: January. Yes, the first month of the year is when the Himalayan Griffon Vulture gets into the mood for love. But why January? Well, it's all about timing. The conditions are just right, and the environment is conducive for the next generation to thrive. And when it comes to nesting, this bird doesn't settle for just any location. It chooses mountain cliffs, far away from predators and human interaction. These cliffs are like fortresses, providing the perfect sanctuary for raising their young. It's a strategic choice, one that ensures the safety and well-being of their offspring. And here comes the most crucial part, the laying of eggs. The female Himalayan Griffon Vulture has a specific window for this important task. Between December 25th and March 7th, she lays her eggs, marking the beginning of a new life cycle. The incubation period lasts for 54 to 58 days, a time of anticipation and preparation for the new arrivals. Now, as remarkable as the Himalayan Griffon Vulture is with its astonishing features and adaptability, it still lands in the near-threatened category on the IUCN Red List. That's right, even a bird seemingly built for survival is grappling with challenges that put its future at risk. The current estimates suggest that the population of the Himalayan Griffon Vulture ranges around 290,000 individuals based on the Tibetan Plateau population, which hold 80% of the breeding population. But then comes the one big offender, and that is the medication called diclofenac, usually found in the remains of animals. Often administered in veterinary settings, this drug becomes a deadly poison when the vulture consumes it. It's a quiet but deadly menace that's been slashing the bird's numbers without most of us even knowing. This toxic effect serves as a harsh wake-up call, highlighting that even the toughest critters out there aren't safe from the unintended fallout of human activity. Now, you might be wondering, what's being done to protect this species? Interestingly, there are no species-specific conservation plans in place. However, there's a silver lining. The practices of Buddhism in the Tibetan region offer some level of protection for these birds. In the meantime, they also face other challenges. One of the challenges is the unintentional havoc wreaked by mountain climbers and trekkers. Often blissfully ignorant of their effects, these adventurers can mess with the nesting grounds of these vultures. Imagine trying to concentrate with a disruptive neighbor. Only here, the consequences are life and death. The vultures find it harder to breed and raise their young, putting the whole species in jeopardy. Something else is poaching. While areas in Tibet offer some sanctuary due to local spiritual beliefs, that's not the case everywhere. The illegal hunting of these vultures continues to be a major obstacle in regions where they aren't held in the same high esteem or safeguarded. So now, back to you. What action can we take to better coexist with the Himalayan Griffon Vulture and ensure its survival for future generations? Comment down below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature's Flex for more mesmerizing tales of our nature's wonders. Until next time, stay wild and keep exploring.